Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's great to talk to you.
Oh, the honors.
pleasure.
The honors all mine.
Please.
So, tell me about Wild Bill, the
Wild
prankster.
Bill. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, everybody in college is saying, "Oh man,
Yeah.
Wild Bill." So tell me, like, what kind of pranks did you pull
I
on the
think
set
I'm
this
known
time?
from some of the wild characters I've played. You
Oh,
know,
yeah?
like Chet in Weird Science, or Simon the car salesman, or even this thing I just did in Club Dread.
But you
It's
didn't.
Coconut Pete.
You didn't pull any pranks or nothing. You didn't spoof up Shy or anything
there were
like
some
that.
pranks. I remember there's one prank. Max Cash, who was in Holes with Shia.
Okay.
He plays. Oh God, what's his character's name? I can't even think of his character's name. It's Sarah Wallace's brother. He's the guy who keeps calling him Caddy Boy.
Okay.
Kind of, I don't know why I spaced on that, but there was a scene where they're trying this bisque. They're eating this bisque, and I dumped the whole thing of salt in there, and so we were doing his close up, and I just wanted a kind of an unpleasant look on his face, and so when he tasted that soup, boy, he just went like, "What is this?" And so yeah, stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
Pretty harmless stuff, really.
All right.
So we had some fun, but we had a lot of work, to accomplish. So I think that the actors had the time of their lives. They got to play golf all summer. They got to be in one of the great cities of the world, Montreal.
Yeah.
While I was sweating my ass off trying to make the movie, these guys were all out having a great time. So for me personally, I didn't get to play as many pranks as I would have liked to have.
Now, was this a lot different experience being your second directorial debut?
Yes.
It was. How so?
Well, it's funny, in my game out, you make a film, if you're lucky enough to make a film as a director that gets some notoriety, that puts you on the playing field. But really, I think the town looked to your second film to see if you were a one-hit wonder or you actually maybe have some substance and some staying power. So finding a story for me to do as my second film and as my first major studio film was important for me to find something original that I could kind of do something with, but also really, I guess this really relates to any film you plan on directing. You better pick something that's really inspiring and that you love dearly, because the passion you're going to need to have to sustain yourself for a 2-year commitment, which is what this has been. I got hired in October of 2004. Here we are, and what year is it?
2005.
I know, but I got hired. Wait, let's see. It was almost, no, it wasn't. It was even longer than the go. Wait a minute. I'm wrong about that. Let's see. I went into this movie. It's almost 20. Yeah, it's almost 2 years of my life. I'm sorry, I'm getting all screwed up here with my timeline. But so you better pick something you love.
I bet it was worth it. I mean, I saw the product, and it is incredidly worth it.
Thank you.
And it was polished and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the word out to people that it's not just this golf movie. Or it's not like a Disney golf movie. This is a movie that's one of the great underdog sports stories of any sport, and I wanted to lift it up and make it something more than just a movie set in a sport.
All right. So your intention then, you not necessarily love golf, or do you love golf? You just wanted to make.
I don't love it like somebody who plays it all the time. I grew up, I related to the story. Francis Ouimet's family moved next to this golf course, the Country Club at Brookline, Mass. in 1900. When I was 8 years old, my mom and dad built a house near Shady Oaks Country Club in Fort Worth, Texas. So it was like my backyard growing up, like it was Francis Ouimet, Shia LaBeouf's character. I've played the sport most of my life. I don't play it consistently enough to be competitive, but I play maybe half a dozen rounds a year, and I just enjoy playing. If I hit a good shot, I'm as surprised as anybody. But I just thought this was a great opportunity as a filmmaker, because here was a movie set in 1913, so I had a chance for all the wardrobe and the makeup and the hair and the art department for those crafts to be well represented. Everything had to be designed and figured out and built for the most part. And then I also had a sport that nobody had really lit it up with the camera or the editing or the music. So I saw it as a whole package. This movie is my love letter to movies. This movie's a movie lover's movie. Forget the sport, forget all that. You don't even have to know anything about golf to walk in and love this movie. I saw a chance just to make a great kind of a filmmaker's movie.
That's incredible. Now, those scenes with the ball I mean, I just thought that was, the bird's eye view. I mean,
Yeah.
like you're inside
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Did you visualize that
All
like
that.
before the movie, or
Yes.
like did you get an idea after the movie in post production?
No, no, no. Everything was.
Okay.
I'd say the movie was almost all of it was designed ahead of time. I mean, because in order to pull those shots off, I needed special equipment to give me those plate shots, and I thought it'd be cool to see things that the naked eye can't physically see, and that would be another way to kind of show a side of an aspect of the sport. Also, I wanted, because I had Francis we met, Shia LaBeouf's character is like he's the amateur, the young kid who's like the cowboy going into the gunfight. I was able to put the audience in his shoes, where sometimes he's able to focus and pull the pin towards him. Then other times the pin just shoots away into infinity. So you get that feeling of that nervousness. And then I contrast that with Harry Vardon, who he's like the Terminator. And he steps on the tee, such a seasoned champion. He can just make everything disappear. The people, the trees, all of it. It's just him and the target. And this way I could create kind of a cinematic experience for the audience that was kind of unique.
Now, did you always ever see yourself in Shia's shoes? Just because you started at 18? You started.
I certainly
young, like at our
did.
age.
What a great movie for a guy his age to get to star in.
I mean, really.
You can work all your lives as an actor in my business, and you're lucky if you get to do one movie like this. You're lucky if you get to do one. And what a great part I would have liked to have played when I was his age, when I first went out to Hollywood.
Do you like
kind of a late bloomer, I guess?
Are these you like big pictures and just short stories? I mean, short films that you were used to, like with SNL and everything like that?
Yeah, and well, that's a good question. Nobody spotted that, but really the movie is kind of a pastiche, and there's several little films in this movie. The scene, the whole moment with the ladybug, that's almost like a little short film. Or the montage in the rain, where we made it like combat. These guys are it's almost like these guys are fighting to stay alive in this rain. That's almost that could be considered a little film. And yeah, I kind of approached it like as a chance, a filmmaker, to put in all these different kind of films in this one kind of movie. So yeah, so that was kind of a cool thing. I haven't really thought about that, but I certainly, when I broke it down and I dissected it, I tried to make each shot of the golf different from the last and kind of exciting on its own.
Well, I just wish all the best of luck. Thank you. So it's a great honor to meet you, Bill.
Well, the honor's mine.
Anytime you're in ASU area, by all means, we'll treat you with respect, all right?
Okay, that's good.
Cool.
Chet becomes an auteur.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Good.